Hey there, everybody. Don't let this beautiful sunny day fool you. Michigan is cold. All this week we have been a high in the 30s and down into the teens at night. So we're supposed to get a little warmer on this coming Monday. As you might be able to see, a little bit of ice is forming on the pond there, and this pond has formed ice on top. But when the sun comes around, it will probably get rid of that ice that's there. There you can see my thermometer out here says it's 42. It is about maybe 30 now. When I woke up, it was like 18. And I got to 28, but the sun does feel good. Not too bad of a breeze out here, but I'm going to take you down into my wonderful basement and show you some of the seedlings that have started there. So, oh boy, let's go on down into the tomb. So here we go. Okay, so no judgments here now. This is my basement, and it's a Michigan basement, and it's not the prettiest. So, but it is a basement, and I have tried to dull it up a little better throughout the years, but floods and things have made it kind of go bad. Hey, it's not focusing. Come on, focus. There we go. I don't know why I wasn't focusing, but I got everything under the sun down here. So anyway, this is my downstairs growing section. So over here is where I plant. These are plants that I brought from inside, from outside, and also some amaryllis that have bloomed or not bloomed, and they get them back down here like this one bloomed. And I'm letting it die down in there so that it gets its energy, and then I will cut that off, and hopefully some leaves come because that's a pretty big, nice, solid bulb. But anyhow, off topic, I'm going to do some seeds now. So let's get that going. Some of my seed that I'm going to grow in my vegetable garden, and also some flowers. So I'm probably a little bit early still. I should probably wait another 2 weeks, but I don't like them down here too long because they get leggy. The first time we usually can plant outside, if we're lucky, is around Mother's Day. So I'm hoping that we have since we had a mild winter, I'm hoping that this is going to be a good year for my garden. Last year was a bad year for tomatoes, and it was a bad year for fig trees. So anyhow, when I did this, I have it's called Pro Mix. I just got a smaller bag, easier to handle. So this one's 12 pounds. You can get them in bigger ones. I have used hydroponic stores. They sometimes have a really good deal on Pro Mix there. Anyway, I have pre-moistened my soil very lightly. Very, very lightly for the seed starting, but I put in Natrol. It's Natal, and you can get it on eBay, and you mix it in water, and it kills the gnat larvae in the soil. And so you can also get like you can get these like sticky things to get the adults. So you just take the white off, and then they're sticky. And like this one here, you can see all the adult gnats. And this has really calmed down since I have gotten another thing of Natal, because it was just really bad. There is actually one adult flying here. Oh, barely can see it. If he goes in front of the white, you'd probably see it, but there's one gnat I see right now flying around. Anyway, I don't see any others. Sometimes you can like shake your pots and it will disturb the adults. And then you can tell if they're doing a lot of egg laying in your pots. Another way of getting rid of them is try to let your pot dry out really well before watering. But of course, some plants can't take that. So those are 3 tricks you can do. I've heard of people using boiling water in your soil. You let it cool, and that will kill the larvae that is in the soil. I heard of someone else putting it in their oven. I personally don't think I want to do that. That would give an interesting smell in your home. But anyhow, those are a couple of things you could try to do to get rid of your gnats. But Natrol is like the number one. The mosquito bites don't work for me either. I think they're just mainly for mosquitoes in your pond and your like bird baths and things like that that have sometimes stagnant water in them. You can use that and it doesn't hurt the birds or anything like that. So I thought I'd just clean off some of these old blooms. I have to say, it's just been really pretty to come down here and see these blooms. I have no room upstairs for them, or I would have them upstairs, but I have quite a bit up there. So anyhow, I'm gonna get busy and try to clean this up a little bit and start my seedlings over here. Okay, so I have all my little guys planted here. I'm gonna see if these seeds are growing. I'm not sure, they're kind of old, viable. I have my Lesia, I don't know how you pronounce that, peppers. I have my sweet peppers here. I have a variegated ornamental peppers. They're pretty hot, and so this one's jigsaw, this one's an ornamental. Back here I did a bunch of zinnias. I have my pineapple, it's hard to read this one, giant crimson, little blue cream, Amish paste, giant crimson here as well, and then pineapple back here. Then I have my I'm calling it Rapunzel, seeds I got off of the grocery store, and then Honey Delight for my tomatoes. So I have quite a bit of tomatoes, a few peppers, and zinnias that I have started. I am going to turn on 2 grow lights, and they also have some heating pads, and get those ready. Well, I don't have to turn on both, but I turn on one of them for starting these seeds. We'll see how they go. Most of them said 7 to 10 days. So we'll see how that works. And anyhow, this is kind of a messy area. My old Michigan basement where I kind of store some of my plants from outdoors. I have some of my supplies. Here's my basement temperature right now, 65. So there's my 2 mats. I'm gonna turn those on. I have a little switcheroo here. And then I also have this also on a time block with my phone, so I can control how long everything runs. And I'll have to get my heating pads so they stay on and they're not turning on and off with the grow lights. So anyway, and this is, I have another section here I can use, but this is the section I'm using. I'm gonna move these here eventually because my ginger has bypassed this grow light, and I really want to try ginger out my yard. Tried it before and it didn't work, so I just kind of getting it started down here. This is store-bought organic ginger root that I just put into a pot, and it's starting to sprout in all kinds of little areas. Of course, that one's really taken off. So anyhow, let's get this all moved around and get these guys ready. Okay, there we go. Boy, it really streams. Get these guys moistened really good so that I can get the lid on them and put them on their heating pad. I got that all squared away. Make sure they get a good first watering in, because those seeds are pretty dry. They're not they're not wet seeds, that's for sure. Sometimes you can soak your seeds. It'll help them germinate a little better. Let me get this back one here. The little thing is in the way. There we go. Yeah, they look pretty moist. I can watch them and water them from the bottom if they don't look like they're wet enough. So now I can put their lid on them and put them onto the heating pad over there. And there they are. Day 1. I'm hoping a lot of those seeds are going to germinate, because I didn't save too many seeds from a couple of my pepper varieties, and my tomatoes did so horrible. I didn't have any of those seeds from last year as well. So let's hope that they will germinate for me. Germination rate hopefully didn't go too far down. I got my little heater. It's still climbing up to its temperature. I'm going to have it set at around 72. So we will see how far this thing is set right now, and I will adjust that. And got my little instructions over here so that I can remember how to use this thing, because I only use it once a year. And adjust the thermostat on that, and then if I start some more, which I probably will in another week, see how these do, see if they start to germinate. I might have to go out and buy some fresh seeds, and then I can go ahead and start another batch there. And if I feel I need more, I can start some along here. So I also have these things. I've used them once. They were pretty good. Not exactly my favorite thing. I think it's because of the shape. But these are reusable seed things. And anyway, and then I also have some other larger trays up here and things waiting. And I also had these other brands that are just these cute little guys you get off of Amazon. They work really good. This is the 3rd year I'm using them, but I just put them under this bigger dome this time. So anyway, that's what I'm doing here in Michigan. Kind of boring. The weather is just not cooperating this week. We are really cold. 30s, in the 30s in the high, and sometimes in the teens at night to 20s. So it's really cold. And then Monday, which would be, I don't know what that, I think today's the 21st. So next following Monday, it's supposed to go back up in the 50s. So hopefully I can get some stuff done out there. I got a few more things to do out there. So anyhow, that's it for today. Hope you all have a good one. Bye.